When life attacks him, he smiles harder. I am Monkey D. Luffy. And no, that smile is not weakness. It's war. Because some smiles are not created by happiness. Some smiles are created by pain that failed to destroy you. Most people smile when life feels easy, when things go their way, when they feel safe. But chaos changes people. Chaos reveals who you truly are. When comfort disappears completely. Anyone can stay positive during peaceful moments. But can you still smile when life is crushing your spirit? That's the real test, because pain changes the human mind. The more suffering someone experiences, the more dangerous their mentality becomes. At first, pain shocks you. Then it exhausts you. Then, eventually, it teaches you something dark. Life was never meant to be fair. People leave unexpectedly. Dreams collapse suddenly. Everything stable can disappear overnight. That truth destroys weak minds, because weak people build their happiness on comfort. So when chaos arrives, their spirit collapses too. But after enough suffering, something inside you changes. You stop expecting life to protect you emotionally. And strangely, that realization creates freedom, because now, fear loses power over you. If pain is unavoidable, then why fear it? That's the mindset chaos created inside me. Not fake positivity. Not blind optimism. Resilience. The ability to keep smiling, even while carrying invisible scars. That's why my smile became stronger during difficult moments. Because every painful experience taught me endurance. Every failure sharpened my spirit. Every loss strengthened my mentality. Every battle hardened my will. And eventually, pain stopped controlling me emotionally. That's the dark philosophy most people never understand. You cannot always control suffering, but you can control your response to it. And when someone learns how to smile inside chaos, they become terrifying mentally. Because now, life can still hurt them, but it struggles to break their spirit completely. That's real strength, not avoiding pain, smiling while walking through it. Most people think strength is built through victories. It isn't. Victories make you comfortable. Pain makes you evolve. That's why chaos changes people more than peace ever could. When life attacks you repeatedly, you are forced to adapt mentally. At first, you resist the pain. You ask, why is this happening to me? Why does life keep getting harder? But eventually, after enough suffering, you stop asking those questions. Because you realize something dark. Life owes nobody peace. That realization breaks weak people emotionally. But resilient people, it awakens them. Because now, they stop depending on perfect circumstances for happiness. They stop waiting for life to calm down before becoming strong. Instead, they train themselves to remain calm inside the storm itself. That's what happened to me. Every painful moment forced growth. Every loss stripped away weakness. Every battle sharpened my spirit. And little by little, I stopped fearing chaos completely. Why? Because suffering became familiar, not comfortable. Familiar. That changes a person deeply. Once someone survives enough emotional pain, their mindset transforms. fear loses influence over them. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of loss. Why fear things you already survived before? That realization creates dangerous confidence, not arrogance. Endurance, the confidence built through repeatedly surviving darkness. That's why my smile became stronger during chaos. Not because the pain disappeared, but because the pain no longer shocked my spirit. I already understood something most people avoid accepting. Life will hurt you eventually. No amount of planning prevents that. No amount of strength prevents that. No amount of success prevents that. Pain comes for everyone. The only difference is how you respond when it arrives. Weak people panic. Average people complain. But warriors adapt. They continue moving forward. Even while bleeding emotionally. That's the mentality suffering built inside me. The understanding that chaos is temporary, but resilience can last forever. And once someone reaches that mindset, they become difficult to destroy mentally. Because now, they no longer need life to feel easy, to feel strong. There's something terrifying about a person who keeps smiling during chaos. Not fake smiling, not pretending everything is okay. A real smile during real suffering. Because that kind of smile reveals something dangerous. Their spirit survived pain that should have broken them. Most people lose themselves during difficult seasons. Stress controls them. Fear controls them. Pain controls them. And slowly, their identity collapses under pressure. That's what chaos does to weak minds. But strong minds? Chaos sharpens them. Because eventually, after enough suffering, you stop seeing pain as the end. You start seeing it as training. Training for emotional endurance, mental discipline, spiritual resilience. That shift changes everything. Now when life attacks you, you don't panic the same way anymore. You breathe, adapt, continue moving forward. That's real growth, not becoming emotionless, becoming emotionally stronger than the suffering around you. That's why smiling during chaos is powerful. It's rebellion against despair itself. A message to pain that says, you can wound me, but you cannot own my spirit. That mentality is rare. Most people let external circumstances control their internal world. Bad day, their mindset collapses. One failure, they stop believing in themselves. One painful chapter, they give up entirely. But resilient people operate differently. They understand something deeper. Peace is not found by avoiding storms. Peace is found by remaining strong inside them. That's the dark philosophy chaos taught me. Not every battle can be avoided. Not every loss can be prevented. Not every wound heals quickly. But no matter what happens, you still control your mindset. And once someone masters that, fear loses its power over them completely. Because now, even during difficult moments, their spirit remains alive. That's why pain eventually stopped scaring me. Not because I became invincible, but because I learned something stronger than fear endurance. The ability to keep moving, keep fighting, and keep smiling, even when chaos surrounds you completely. That's what creates unstoppable people. So now, you finally understand the meaning behind the smile. It was never about pretending life was easy. It was about refusing to let suffering control the spirit. Because chaos changes everyone. Some people become bitter. Some become hopeless. Some lose themselves completely after enough pain. But others become stronger. Not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That transformation is dark because it's built through suffering nobody sees. The silent nights, the hidden pain, the emotional battles fought alone inside your own mind. That's where resilience is born. Not during comfort, during chaos. And every painful moment you survive changes your mentality a little more. You stop fearing loss as much. Stop fearing failure as much. Stop fearing pain as much. Why? Because life already showed you its darkest side. And somehow, you survived it anyway. That realization creates terrifying confidence. Not loud confidence. Quiet confidence. The kind built through endurance. Through surviving storms that almost destroyed your spirit. That's why smiling during chaos is powerful. It means your suffering failed to control your soul. Think about that. Life attacked you. Pain wounded you. Chaos tested you repeatedly. And yet, you still found the strength to move forward. That is real power. Not perfection, persistence. The ability to continue living with fire inside you, even after darkness tried to extinguish it. That's why resilient people become dangerous. Because once someone survives enough pain, their mindset evolves beyond fear. Fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of starting over. They already survived those things before. Now, they simply continue. That mentality is almost impossible to destroy completely, because their peace no longer depends on easy circumstances. Their strength comes from within. And once someone reaches that level, chaos stops looking like destruction. It starts looking like another opportunity to grow stronger. That's the dark philosophy behind the smile. Not ignorance, awareness. Awareness that suffering is part of life, but surrender is a choice. So if life attacks you again, good. Smile harder. Not because the pain feels good, but because your spirit has become stronger than the pain itself. So tell me, when life becomes chaos, when pain enters your heart, when everything around you starts collapsing, will you let suffering break your spirit, or will you smile harder? And prove that chaos no longer controls you. Comment, smile harder.